everyone. Welcome to another amazing, life-changing episode of Sidereal Astrology, Myth, Magic, Mysteries, and more. Probably more.
Probably more.
Little extra today.
Right.
I don't know how the
show just started. My phone just told me the show started. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Ding. Yeah.
That's good. You guys, there's a lot of links in the video description. Definitely go down there, check it out. We've got all kinds of events coming up. What's the next one? The Saturn-Neptune conjunction workshop. We're also going to be doing a live stream that Wednesday prior to that.
Yeah.
Another episode of Sidereal Rising. That'll be cool. We also have the annual Sidereal Astrology Conference coming up in September 26th and 27th. We're opening it up to 2 days. So that's pretty exciting. Be sure to register for that. You guys, it's looking like this year's the last year that we're going to be doing it for free. So definitely get in while the get-in's good, because we're probably going to be jumping up here to at least the hybrid conference.
Yeah. Event. It'll be cool.
Yeah. Hi, Trayton. Are my lights too? Are they too blinky? Or am I going to give someone a seizure?
We had a wonderful workshop that we did with Dr. Danny too. The replay of that is in the members.
It will be this week.
It
is not there just yet.
The replay will be available for our students and professional members.
Yes.
So yeah, it was awesome. I've been actually looking at my what is it? The progressed house that I can't remember. All I know is that I've been deep diving into it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is happening. I'm moving into an 8th house year. So okay. I'm like, wow, I have Saturn and Neptune in my 8th house right now. So everything's been really so much fun.
Yeah.
The legalities, the fun stuff. I've been playing paralegal for people in my family.
A lot of legal stuff going on here.
A lot. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, I know. I had to reschedule my hopefully last court date.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Get those over with. Hi, Trish. Hi, Trayton.
So yeah, true to the 8th house. I love it. I absolutely love that. Astrology is astrologizing out there. It's working.
So what's going on in your chart with Uranus right now? Anything?
Yeah, Uranus and Venus, my natal Venus, are just chilling together, hanging out, holding hands. It's been an absolute joy, actually. It's probably been the best outer planet transit I can remember having. But yeah, the moon was over there yesterday, and holy shit, I was running into a lot of people who are having like relationship issues, and all of that stuff was coming up. A lot of the relationship stuff. And it made me think about all the stuff you said with Uranus and being about relationships, which makes a lot of sense, especially since it's, we think about Uranus most of the time, I do, as like a generational planet. So I don't really put it in that, personal planet box, I just don't think about it that way. But it was really showing me a lot yesterday and today, and with the relationship stuff. So yeah, you've got some Uranus Venus content.
Yeah, mine are conjunct in my chart.
Yeah,
which is normally a good thing.
Yeah.
I can't let you guys.
I think it's good. Transiting Uranus Venus has been fabulous. So I mean, I can't imagine it would be difficult, in a natal chart.
I blame my issues yesterday on hormones because it was like an hour and then it was gone. And I was okay, like it was very unusual for me to be enraged for any reason, really. Man, didn't it, like I was on, I know you said yesterday wasn't the quarter moon already, but if I had to like pick something, I'd say maybe it was the quarter moon. Where was the moon 2 days ago? Do we know?
It was sort of the quarter moon, right? I mean,
it was like within hours. It wasn't.
Well, it's getting contact from Pluto and Mars. So Mars and Pluto have come conjunct, and that was the first thing I thought of. But then you were like, "Hey, look at the moon." And I was like, "Oh shit, you're right." Yep, you're right. And it's all those contacts, it's bringing up like what we've done for other people and have we gotten, have we gotten our payback, Like, yeah, seeing Mars move into Capricorn too, has brought up a lot of, issues around who's in charge. Who's in charge here? Who's running the show? What am I responsible for, and why am I responsible for it? I think it's got us revisiting a whole bunch of different things in our lives that we structure our entire day and routines and things around. And I don't know, man. A lot of us are rethinking our commitments. It's just what I've been experiencing myself and seeing out there. But if it's going well for you guys, I would really love to hear it. I would really love to hear, yes, everything's going so well and so great and couldn't be any smoother. I would love to hear that, actually.
The quarter moon was right over my natal Aries. If I had to guess, if I had to put a reason on why I would get rage baited so easily out of nowhere with so much inner peace, I would say that might have had something to do with it.
Rage baited, yes. That is the perfect word. I've been getting rage baited as well, but I haven't been falling for it except for this morning. This morning I had a meltdown, but it was like between me and like spirit, and they were just like, "What? Did you die? Did you die?" It was like the fucking meme. Oh, I'm like, you guys gassed me out. You're like, come on. You knew.
Did we talk about that? Have we discussed that?
We didn't even talk about it. You guys.
All right. Well, you gotta tell everyone.
So I found a whole new level of clarity all of a sudden, and I'm like, wow, I feel so much better. And it's because I've been dealing with carbon monoxide poisoning the last few months, and I've been complaining about all of the symptoms and didn't even know it. I coming home and just zonking out, on the couch and not having zero energy, like just fucking dying, really. I felt like I was dying. I even told Abby, I was like, I think I'm dying. I'm gonna die. I want to die. It was just horrible. And the depression was super bad. And it's like, there's no reason I should feel like this. And I just thought, well, life, I guess, just is this way. And then we found out that we had to evacuate and clear it out. They had to remove the boiler system, and we had no heat for a few days. And they reinstalled it, and so far, so good. I'm like, am I okay? Am I okay? I've been airing the place out. Now it's super hot in here. Went from having no heat to like all of the heat. But yeah, I was like, what the hell? One day, not one day, but it was like later that day or the next day, I'm just sitting there, and all of a sudden this like clarity hits me, and I'm like, oh, Nikki, is that you? I'm just like, yeah. Holy shit. I've been looking for you. It does something to your brain, and like, I was so insecure about not remembering anything and just freaking out about just not feeling like myself. And like, there it was. So
I wonder how your writing's gonna go now. That'll be
interesting. I hope better. Oh my God. I hope better. I know the last journal submission, I think I said the same thing like 6 times, and I had to go back and like delete, and we still had to edit the hell out of it because there were a lot of stories in there that just didn't make the cut. I mean, yeah, it was a history paper for sure. So hopefully I'll be a little bit more better screwed in tight and calibrated, and got the wheels turning. It's definitely a lot better than what it was, you guys. Dude, I was just dying. I'm like, I don't even know what to say anymore. So yeah, I was pissed off this morning because I'm bitching at my guides. I don't know if you guys talk to your guides. You should. All right, you're always surrounded by spirits and people that love you, and trust me, they love you even if you're bitching at them. Okay, they don't care if you're like, what the fuck. They like, it's normal. They look at you like, yeah, I know, like, you're a human here doing this thing, we get it. Like, trust me, you don't have to be like, oh, like, I don't know. I just treat my guides like they're regular ass people on the other side helping me out. And I'm flipped. I'm like, what the you guys. And I had a bit of a schizophrenic moment, I guess, this morning.
Yeah.
But they were like, well, it's basically like, oh, I'll get over it because like it goes on. And I'm like, well, I want monetary damages then.
You'll get them. You'll get them.
Yeah.
Don't
And they're
worry.
like,
You don't gotta worry.
give me the faces. Yeah, the cat. My cat's answering me. Maybe they talk to him and then he's going to talk to me through.
He is kind of chatty.
He is very chatty today. Yeah.
Trayton says, I just started school again, and actually all of the Capricorn stuff in my 7th house at the moment. So it's been me having dental problems and then fixing it. Literal dental problems. Or I didn't know if that was a typo, but that sucks. If that's what that is, I'm sorry. That's horrible.
Yeah, I hope you get that taken care of, man. That is the worst.
It's going okay this week, but last week was petrifying. Hope y'all have been okay too. I almost died from a cracked molar once. Doesn't help. I had VA insurance, so they tried to kill me. But Trish says,
sorry, I could go on and on about the government today. I'll try to reel it in. Yeah.
Trish says we got about 2 feet of snow.
Nice.
Got stuck on Friday, and I'm still homesick. Oh, I'm so sorry. We'll feel better soon. Sending lots of love and healing. Relationship-wise, definitely reflecting, and I just want to be single. Yeah, me too.
All of those wonderful things. Yeah, I love it. Level up my finances.
What a wonderful.
I'm doing that. I'm working on that this year. Or last year.
Health. Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. The U.S. We had a really big snowstorm roll through the South, and Mississippi was all ice. I don't watch the news, you guys, but I do turn the weather channel on. Like something I've been trying to watch the news actually for our Saturn Neptune conjunction, so I can bring up a few different things that are happening in the world right now. But I just get so pissed off and angry, and I'm like, oh my God, is that the story now? Is that what they're saying now? And I just lose it.
Yeah, if it's gonna upset you, Nikki, it's probably better.
It's not worth it. Yeah, it's not worth it.
I can watch it and like just go about my day, like, and I can be in a detached way, be like, that's disgusting, but then like continue on.
I don't even like these people, you know. For all I know, they're not even real. They're just paid actors. Just everybody on the television.
Oh well, yeah, for sure. You can't believe anybody on TV.
All of that.
Even the internet's sketchy. Got to watch out.
Yeah.
Says somebody on the internet.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Says the person on the internet. Right? It is weird because I think I sent you something. It was an astronomy post. I bitched about it, I think, in like the show before.
Okay.
How it was like 106 years, you know, and Saturn and Neptune are going to be conjunct, and it came from an astronomy page, and it was just a whole bunch of garbage I've never like ever seen before in my life. It was like a mix between tropical and sidereal, and none of it made sense. And I was like, well, you know, like every 36 years, they actually come together in a conjunction, not 106. But I think they were trying to talk about Aries. It's not an Aries. It's just not.
No. Not even a little bit.
I get the whole Aries aggression. You know, I get how you can attach war to it, but you know, like in a mundane sense, not a whole lot of wars that I have tracked have kicked off in Aries at all. It's usually Taurus or Gemini, but you see the beginnings of it. You know.
Sure. The whole thing is every war is a many decade-long process in the making.
Oh,
so
definitely. But I don't know. I just see Aries as more like a beginning, you know, beginnings happen in Aries, you know, that initiation sign. But I see it more as like lots of creative and sexual energy, that wanting to be you know, experience things. The kind of touch and go that Aries has, not as maybe attached to being a couple as maybe Libra, its access point. But I mean, that depends on planetary placements. That depends on a whole lot of shit in a person's chart anyway. But yeah, I see a lot of imagination, a lot of cool stuff. Definitely.
A lot of visionary stuff. A lot of precognition in there too.
Yeah, I see that. Anyway, Saturn's not there.
No, it's not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit close. So the Saturn-Neptune conjunction that we have come up, I don't want to talk about it too much because I know we're going to have a whole show on it, but it's really pulling things apart for people. And it's this last cycle has, it's just getting squeezed out. The one that started in 89 or 88. I don't know. It was like around that time because it's not like an actual date. It's not something you could just stamp and say this is. It's actually probably like a year-long process of looping into a new cycle. So we've been squeezing out all the bullshit from this last one. At least here in the United States, you can see all the craziness around. Oh my God! Like there's the narrative and the stories and the, like the moral crusades of these people who are just some of the most unmoral people like ever. It's just kind of the hypocrisy is a little out there, but I guess you could see that, in Sagittarius a little bit if we're gonna talk about where that one's seated and how it's ending it now. And Pisces, whew. Pisces is no joke, you guys. Pisces is just no joke. Yeah, look at that. I don't know. You meet a lot of Piscean people, and I actually don't. Me and another chick, we were talking about this, and she was like, "Oh, I meet all these sign, like these are the sign people I meet." And I was like, "I don't know, me and other Pisces people, we meet. We're like, we do the head nod, and then it's I never see them again." It's pretty crazy. It's pretty weird. So. Yeah, I love that Piscean energy. But yeah, Saturn's doing its job there. Just, Neptune is kind of pulling things apart. Neptune is a little bit on the weird side, I think. I'm still trying to wrap my head around Neptune and what it actually does. Because you have a lot of talk about how Neptune is illusion, disillusionment. They kind of just superimposed all of that onto Pisces.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Really
I've done
weird.
Thousands of charts. I don't see it. I don't know.
I've been living through a Neptune square Neptune for like ever. I swear to God, it's been going on for years, and you expect it to. Yeah, you do. You expect it to, but it's been nothing but like being revealed. Like it's been ripping the mask off of this, the veil off of that. It's been almost like a truth crusade for me, but.
Well, isn't that the opposite then of the illusions and delusions if it's revealing all of these things?
That's what I said. So maybe if it's because I'm living in it and, I'm swimming in it and I can't I don't know, step out of that Neptune box really, because I'm in Square Town, folks, Square Town. So yeah, maybe it's just because I'm like swimming in it. I don't know. But yeah, I don't feel like I don't know. I don't feel like Neptune is all the illusions and all of that. I think a lot of that has to do with other things, other factions. It just doesn't make sense to me. But whatever. They definitely knew what they were doing back then, I guess.
Who? With Neptune?
Yeah, when it was discovered. It was discovered in the very...
We're being sarcastic?
I am. Sorry. Okay. No, I am being sarcastic, actually, because right where the sun is now... No, sorry. Yeah, right where the sun is now. Mercury and all that, it was like just heading into Aquarius. It was just moving into Aquarius. Okay. So that year that they studied Neptune, where they were like, oh, this is the year that Neptune is about drugs and this, and that's Piscean. Well, It's not. It's Aquarian. And like leave it up to Aquarius to experiment. Come on. Like,
yeah, I get a very strong I see a very strong connection between Aquarius and Neptune. But I also read Aquarius differently than most people. Most people, it sounds, I don't actually know. I know, what is it? It's an air sign, and is it the stubborn one? Is it fixed? I don't know which one it is.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Hold on. I gotta ask the internet. Stand by, ChatGPT.
Sometimes I forget. Like fixed, mutable, cardinal.
What's Aquarius and mainstream astrology? Because I definitely don't know.
Oh, well, yeah. They're going to tell you it's an air sign. And
air fix. Yep, that's the one. Innovation, rebellion, progress, originality, humanitarianism. I mean, some of those I definitely get. I don't know about maybe that doesn't sound like the main. That sounds like he's been listening to me. I don't think that's the normal. I kind of don't believe him. I got to ask Grok. Grok doesn't know the stuff that I talk about. So let me see. I mostly talk to ChatGPT about it. What did I ask?
Oh, Aquarius.
What's Aquarius all about in mainstream astrology? Okay, let's see what he's got.
I love Aquarius energy. I do. I think it's awesome.
I like
They're hard to nail down sometimes. I guess it depends on, what planets they have in there, if it's a rising. They're usually pretty cool. Usually.
Yeah, I agree. January 20th to February 18th. Element air, intellectual communication, idea-oriented despite the water symbolism. I don't know why you put it in sarcastic quotations. That is kind of dumb, though, if you guys think about it. Like, what's air about it? I don't know. I don't get it.
Exactly. When you meet somebody who has like strong Aquarian traits, like they want to share a lot with you. That's like how they share their emotions with you, is like, this is my favorite music. This is like where I go when I want to get away. They show you these things. It's to say that they're just so detached and it's just such bullshit. I don't like the whole, this sign is cold. Like, no, individual people are cold, for individual reasons of all their own. Just to say a sign like that, that's lame. That's so lame. Like every Capricorn is an asshole and they just like to work all the time. Like, whatever. That's not true either.
No, definitely not. This says modality, quality, fixed, stubborn, persistent, committed to their visions once they're locked in. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think I would have to say they're more creative, and they go back and forth. Like when you're a creative type, it's hard to stay fixed in one thing. Maybe some of them who, they're like inventors and stuff, and they're like dedicated to making something happen. But even an inventor, they invent like thousands of things that you never hear about. You only hear about like the light bulb, right?
Yeah.
So those people are creators. Symbol, the water bearer. Yeah, I know what the symbol is. Oh, not literal water. Okay, this is what Grok says. The water bearer, a figure pouring water from a vessel, representing the flow of knowledge, ideas, humanitarian gifts to humanity. Not literal water. Yeah, it is literal water.
It is though. Yeah.
But enlightenment and progress. Okay, Grok. Okay. Ruling planet Uranus, modern ruler. Innovation, rebellion, sudden change, technology, eccentricity, and Saturn, traditional ruler, structure, discipline, long-term ideals. So they just like mix them all together and they just make something up. Just make it right up. Where do you get anybody out there watching right now? What do you guys got in Aquarius? Let us know if anything. Let us know what you think.
I don't think I have anything in Aquarius. My moon is right on the cusp of Capricorn and Aquarius.
I'm gonna check real quick because I don't know where my stuff is. I just don't ever know.
I know.
I should know.
I was like, what's my problem lately? So I looked at my transits and I was like, oh, okay. Like nothing really changed. Square town. Usually the moon kicks something off. So
stand by, guys. Stand by.
It's been fun.
What is going on?
Oh, I guess I could pull yours up and see what you have. Oh, I keep grabbing the wrong thing.
I'll grab it. I just want to make sure I'm not sharing other stuff on the screen because I'll have to go in and edit it out. Hold on. I want people's personal information up here. Not my heliocentric, although that is also fun to look at. Have you ever checked that out?
No. Oh my God. I talked to Fran about getting a heliocentric.
Does Prometheus do heliocentric?
You know what? I wouldn't know.
Okay.
Because I just do what I want to do on there, and then I don't explore too much. It's been I should probably explore a little bit more.
We'll get exploring.
Does Vedic charts. It does a whole bunch of cool stuff. So.
Hold on. Let's see. What do I got in Aquarius? Nothing. But I do have my south node probably right between the fish and the goat side of the goatfish. In which case, actually, that's probably much farther. It's probably into like the arm side of Aquarius. So I don't think it matters though. I got my Neptune and Mercury conjunct right by my sun. So
yeah. I wonder if you're going to get pissed off like I did when Mars hit my south node. All of a sudden, I was mad about every past fucking thing in the world. And I thought it was going to be a sexy transit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why. I was like, oh, maybe something will happen. That's good.
I usually don't get stuff doesn't usually get me. I've noticed the things that I do notice. Now, keep in mind, there was a time when I tracked everything every single day. And I was a much more stressed person at the time, partially because I was spending 4 hours a day minimum tracking data.
Yeah.
Not just for me, but everybody else too. And this went on for years. I actually just kicked this habit 4-ish years ago, I think. So that's why I don't ever know where anything's at anymore. But during this time, I paid very, very close attention to everything that was happening. And while I could see like the little things, I did notice back when I was a stress junkie, Mars did tend to send my my overthinking into high gear. But for the most part now, the stuff I do notice, I notice it with Jupiter, with the moon and Jupiter in particular, for whatever reason. Those are just like, I just go on these mad writing sprees and it's just amazing. Yeah, but most of my stuff, I know this is gross, you guys. Too bad you're watching, you got to hear it now. But like most of my stuff that I notice is hormonal. And I can track, like I know what days it is and stuff. So I can't really blame astrology on that. Although there's definitely a connection to the moon phase and the intensity of my rage that I can expect, that is real. And also the gushing of blood. That's the only way I can explain it. Around the full moon, it is terrible. I can't leave the house. It's just bizarre. But around the new moon, it's like barely noticeable. And I thought it was a dietary thing. I'm like, okay, I think maybe it's, I'm eating too many carbs and that's causing like extra PMS or, whatever. It wasn't. It ended up being the moon phase. And now I know like ahead of time, like, okay, I can't schedule calls if like it's going to be around the full moon.
Yeah.
Because like it's going to be a disaster.
I don't mean to laugh, but I just figured my shit out too. Because you were like, Nikki, check your shit out. It might not be the moon. And you're right. You're right. Anytime like the week comes where I'm ovulating, I'm like, oh, I love everybody. And then it slowly turns it out.
Yes. It's the internal moon cycle.
Yeah. Like listening to heavy metal music, fucking banging my head. Like messaging you going, I'm having violent fantasies today.
I think those are probably normal.
They are. Too much. They are. Just, I'm not worried about it.
Don't tell your doctor.
I'm not going to tell. No.
They'll tell you they're not normal, but I suspect that they are. Trayton says Neptune is kind of tricky. I have it opposite my Venus in the natal. So Trayton, I would it depends. I guess it depends on where they're at, but that could go a couple of different ways. But that definitely increases like that empathic connection, in my view. Okay, I can't speak for everybody else. To like people that you're communicating with, teaching, and in like that teaching, or no, what's the like the wise tribal elder role. That's like pulling in some. So I don't look at oppositions as a bad thing. I just think they're like the full moon is in opposition with the sun, and it's perfectly not black. So I would say that ties in that empathic connection. So keep that in mind going forward in your astrological career. You're probably likely to make friends and like family members out of those people, which isn't always good, because some of those people are bound to be, broken and disturbed and may siphon off of you. So you're definitely going to need boundaries, because you're going to feel these people on a different level. And I mean, I would just, just something to be kind of keep in the back of your mind. What else did we see here? This is Trayton again. I kind of say, since we can't see the outer planets with the naked eye, the effect of any aspect with that planet will be distant, or even mysterious causes. I mean, they've got a gravitational impact. So even though we can't see them, I mean, if they're affecting the Earth's gravity, they're affecting the sun's gravity. They're probably having an astrological impact on us too, even if they're not maybe quite as noticeable.
Absolutely, because anytime we have any Pluto action going on, I see it. I deal with it. When the whole armada crowded around Pluto, I had the weirdest shit happening. I had like outside stuff, like beyond my control happening, and that's why I'm like, I don't care how small Pluto is. I don't care if they tell me it's not even a real planet. That does something. That shit does something. And I've seen it. I've I've experienced it. So I almost wonder, like, that you brought something up that's so, like, I was just talking about. And we have all these, like, outer planets, and we have all these like new dwarf planets, new everything. I mean, they're coming up with everything under the sun now since like the early 2000s. We have like Sedna and Haumea and all of these that quite possibly do something, but I don't feel they've been studied long enough to say that it does this or that. I think Pluto's a good example of a planet being super small and supposed to be insignificant and having such a huge impact. So
yeah,
the astrology is incredible, you guys. The layers are never ending. And oh God, it's just a bottomless pit. You can just fall down forever, just grabbing on information. It's pretty insane. Yeah, look at Pluto. And you got Chiron. Not Chiron, Sharon. Is it Sharon? Karen?
I don't know.
Is it Karen or Sharon, or is it like the Greek? Is it like the Greek guy who does drives the boat?
Yeah, I think so.
I forget.
I think so.
I'm bad at English.
Sharon.
Yeah.
Sounds weird.
I know it does sound weird. Pluto and Sharon.
Nikki, Aquarius in the 8th house, Uranus in Aquarius. What do you think about that?
Oh, for 8th house. Oh my God. Well, 8th house is cool. Like, I mean, I like
the 8th house. I think you guys, not you, Nikki, but I think there in the astrology world, people are giving the 8th house bad rap.
Well, it can have a bad rap. 8th house is just difficult things that you have to deal with, like usually with family or other people, partnerships. It kind of has to deal with like commitments and things like of that nature. So I think having Uranus there, you're probably like wanting to connect with other people that are just like you, kind of just wanting to connect with people that are on your level and have that same type of goals, same type of drive to get shit done, like connect in that way. I think my kids have that same. Yeah, I think my daughter actually has Uranus and Mars almost conjunct in Aquarius. And man, she's freaking hilarious. She is so funny. She is.
Well, I was going to say there's a good reason for that. Okay. So I look at the 8th house. I see it more as a creative and sexual and outwardly expressive of your, like here, material world creativity. I look at Aquarius as a planet of communication and innovation, originality. So when you take that like base creativity of that house and then you combine it with like the artistry of the Aquarius energy, now you have somebody who's basically got away with words. They can communicate. Sure, some people can take that and they can be real biting and, you know, just be cruel, or other people can be hilarious. Trayton's got an excellent personality, fun to talk to, you know, like that's a perfect example. Now I would put the Uranus in the 8th house. So I see Uranus as a partnership planet. I can show you anytime, anywhere. I will show you how that's working. But in this case, again, I would say like that is a place then through this Aquarius energy, Trayton, that you're exercising in this creative way, in this powerful way where you're having like the biggest impact on people. Again, in this process, you're seeing Uranus is binding these relationships. I say binding, I mean, you're making an impact, and people are like, you could easily build a tribe around you. You could easily use this if you wanted to gain influence or even fame, celebrity, if that was something that you were interested in. Either way, though, like this is a superpower that you have, and you'll probably use it without even realizing it. Like it's not something that you would necessarily have to do anything. Now, I don't see the death aspect in the 8th house. If anything, I would say maybe the 7th house, if like between the 7th, right on the descendant. But again, death is just a transition. It's not, just change or whatever. So I don't know, but you guys will have to let me know. Trayton, let me know if that tracks for you. Mermaids Wear Hats is Mercury and Sun conjunct in Aquarius. Nikki, what you got for that?
Mercury and Sun conjunct in Aquarius. That's awesome. You're probably like super funny. Well, it's super analytical, super like, if you have them conjunct, usually you have a lot of clarity around what it is you want to, get through to other people. So, yeah, I'm curious what other contacts are there with it. But just Aquarius alone is super awesome energy. It's usually, I think, pretty social. Whether or not it's in the 8th house or, whatever. Dude, when I have planets go through Aquarius, like it gets lit up. It gets lit up. Like my social life gets lit up. That's pretty crazy. Oh, I have Aquarius in the 7th house though. So, but I actually recently, I was like, why do I always have a shitty February every February? Yeah, because all the Valentine's Day stuff is coming up. Everyone's like, oh, I'm going to be my own Valentine's. Like, I've seen all the memes, and I'm just like, oh, fucking here we go again. Another year of this. I've never had a good Valentine's. I've never had a good February ever, as long as I've lived. And that's when like the sun, all of it is like crowded in there. And I was like, is that why? Is that why? I don't know why. It's every year, though. It's every year, though. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. Sorry, I got off track.
No worries. Trish said, I don't go by people's star sign when assigning their psychology personality. I look at their rising and moon signs as foundation if I can access it. Heck yeah. Rising sign for sure.
Definitely the rising sign. But yes. 7th house. She said she sees the 7th house as death. I don't see any of the houses as a death house, though. Like, you can even name the 8th house as a death house. It's usually like, I saw it as like death of other people, not of, or death of the self or transformation. Like, I don't see it as literal death.
Yeah, I don't.
It can happen in any house,
Yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure. One of the ways that I initially started to, when I was learning astrology, what I was really doing, or at least my scientific method, was to debunk astrology and to like try to prove all of these things. Either, if they're right, they're going to be right. If not, it's usually pretty clear. And a lot of times, so the death one was a really big one. Everybody's like, oh, I'm trying to predict death or whatever. They say they can do it. To this day, nobody has ever directed me to an astrologer anywhere on earth who can predict any event with any regularity. Now, I know somebody in the chat's going to be like, yeah, well, I know this guy and he definitely predicted this stuff. Yeah, but they can't, maybe if I throw enough darts, I'm gonna, probably predict a specific date too, even though that's not what I try to do. It's not something they can do from person to person, which means that it's kind of like not scientific in that sense. But like the death date was a big one. And like there is absolutely no statistical connection
there
to death
isn't
in any house, any planet,
not at all. No,
I haven't seen
I've been looking at it. Well, my stepdad right now has been terminal, and his cancer spread, and he's in the hospital, and he's having, experiencing his last days on this earth. And so I've looked at his chart, and I've looked ahead, and I'm like, and then mainly it's just like the moon now, and looking at the moon cycles. So and I've looked at other death charts, there really isn't a signature there that says, hey, this is when they're going to pass. It's so, with this, man, with my stepdad, he's past his expiration date, long past. Okay. And you talk to spirit about it, and they're like, he just won't go. He just won't go. It's up to him. Yeah. So some people will stay long past their contract dates, their commitment dates to Earth. And some people get a chance to go, and they're like, fucking bye, see ya. I guess I'll hop on the next Earth train when shit gets better. But no, looking at the astrology part of it, though, there isn't a death planet. There isn't a car accident planet. There isn't a get laid fucking configuration either. So
no, there's opportunities for it.
Yes, there's energies. Yeah, definitely, for sure, definitely.
But there's not a
guaranteed. I would love for somebody to look at my chart and guarantee this and guarantee that. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you guys know somebody, let us know. But I've yet to be directed to someone. It's like, oh, well, it was this guy, on some street corner in New Delhi. Like, okay, sure.
Yeah, cool. Yeah,
that's not helpful. Like, I guarantee you, if street corner New Delhi guy is predicting people's death dates, they're going to find that guy, and they're going to figure out what he's doing. And he's
and we're going to pay him.
Yes.
I would pay him. I'd be like, tell me everything. Lay it all out there, buddy. I would give him money.
I know a lot of the Vedic astrologers get really upset when you say this, but I'm just telling you, like, I'm happy to be proven wrong. Please, I would love to have my mind blown and be like, oh my God, you guys.
They can do it though. Some people have a really good, they just have a good system. And sometimes I wonder if it isn't, just intuition too.
It probably does play into that to a large extent. And you have to consider, so like, yes, there are ways to pin down specific dates, but the amount of work it requires is not something that like an astrologer is going to do for a couple $100 for an hour. Like, they're not. It's going to take them weeks. Not only that, but again, whatever the transit is that they're looking at, that's going to tell you, it's not going to be that same transit is like, there's like 100,000 people on planet Earth with that exact placement, depending on, geography and where the person was born. And they're not all dying on the same day. So like, that's just not how astrology works. And I think that we need to try to make that clear to people as time goes on.
Yeah, I've looked at the lunar nodes and I've looked at like planets square the lunar nodes. And that seems to be a correlation between the charts in my family that I've looked at. But that doesn't tell you anything, really. I mean, you look for the patterns, and there aren't any that I can see yet. So unless there's some magical asteroid out there that we just haven't.
I'd love to hear it. The death asteroid that's just like killing people left and right. I'd love to hear. I'd love to see what it is, you guys.
I mean, it could be. I mean, well, look at you've tracked like different asteroids and different planets, and we talked a little bit about Ceres and Vesta, and you would think like more people would use Ceres and Vesta because seeing it so close to the Earth.
They're huge.
They're huge. Yeah, but I don't see a lot of astrologers using them. I just started stepping back into using asteroids and using these types of bodies in my charts other than just the planets. I'm testing them because I don't trust what I'm getting. I mean, other people are like, yeah, Chiron, it's totally all about your inner wounds and learning. And like, it might just be, but I need to see it for myself. I really do. I don't trust that from, that time to this time and it being viewed from a tropical sense that this is what it does. So I'm like every other sidereal student out there, like, can you trust what you've gotten out of tropical astrology? Especially if they're like flat out telling you a planet's here when it's not, and then telling you it's this and when it's not, you develop trust issues. It's not that you can't, right. Take what you've learned and take that tropical education and apply it to your sidereal, journey, but you still end up a little fucked up. Like, oh, can I trust what I'm getting? Do you guys really know what you're talking about?
No, you can't trust any of it. You guys can't trust us either. You need to go out and do your own research. Yeah, like, don't listen to anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, you could generally like,
No, I'm serious though, for real. Like, my experience with astrology might be completely different than yours, and I want to learn from it. Like, I want to know what other people are finding out and what they're doing.
Yeah.
I'm open to correction. Me too. I'm open to layering my practice. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty intense. And that's why I love astrology, guys, because come on, it never ends.
Yeah, there's so much there.
That never ends.
Yeah. And it goes on and on.
It makes me happy. It just makes me so happy. That's why I did hair. I loved color, and I loved that you could do like a million color combinations, and you could do a few different things to get the same thing. And that's how astrology is too. I've noticed that when we were interviewing people, when we first started doing this show, we would bring astrologers on, we would interview them, and they would see some of the same things we would see in a chart, but in a different way, different formulas, that they're pulling from. And then it just goes to show that if something is real, something's true in the chart, you'll see it a few different times. You'll see it in a few different ways. So it's good to get other perspectives on, the transits and the charts and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know where I was going with this, but
no, I'm with you on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've gotten a few folks asking me, they're like, well, what do I do? What do I take away from this? Like, this is what I've learned so far, but is it all a lie? And that it's not. I mean, there's still a lot that you can take away from, your tropical education. Just take the bare bones of what it is that you got about the archetypes, about the planets, and just build off of that, because it's still good. It's still good information. You just got to build on it. It's just you got to architect it out a little bit more and see that there are different layers to it and different ways that it can express itself. So yeah. Yes. It's not all is lost. Not all is lost. I spent like 15 years working on with clients and working on clients, knowing their birthdays, their kids' birthdays, knowing everything about them. Everything. You have to know everything about your clients, because when they sit down, you're like, you got to have something to talk about. So right. I've studied these people, and I'm like, well, why is, this person who's supposed to be this sexy, Scorpio, they're just working their ass off. They're talking about their kids, their family. They're doing everything for everybody. It never ends. And they barely take any time for themselves. Like Virgo, they're sacrificing so much for others because they love them. Like, it's one of the things that we don't talk about with Virgo. Virgo is such a loving sign. It's right across from Pisces. That's all that like divine love sits there. I hate when people look at Virgo and they're like, oh, they're analytical, they're nitpicky, they're that, like, yeah, but it comes from a place of love. Okay.
Yeah, there's definitely some of that. I think lower towards Spica, the farther you go, the more it gets like that. But I think like up towards Leo, it is very. It's like Mother Earth energy. It's like, but I mean, in that, there's a lot of, it's like, look at any mother animal in nature. Like they're starving, they're stressed, they're protecting their infants. You know, it is a lot of hard work. World of Bliss says hi y'all, or hi Yassel. Okay, but I think
Yeah.
but yes, hi. Okay. Trish says nothing in Aquarius, but Aquarius is split in my 3rd and 4th house. My south node is Pisces, very close to the Aquarius side. That south node in Pisces, man, that's a lot of karmic stuff. That's like all karmic stuff, karmic relationships, karmic situations, karma. So
Yeah. Karma's fun. I'm doing a whole karmic tour this lifetime, actually.
World of Bliss says, good to make it to a live broadcast. Good to have you, World of Bliss. My Mars is in Aquarius in the 4th house.
Mars is in Aquarius. Oh, yeah. You know what? I have a question about Aquarius and Mars, because sometimes I see hesitation on moving forward with things because you might be like, there might be fear around what others would think, others, would react. I'm kind of
overthinking, and that's what I was going to say too. Yep.
I see that with Aquarius. Not that they're necessarily worried about what other people think. It's like the reaction of the crowd, reaction of the group, like, are they going to like this? Because they are creators.
Yeah, there's a lot of artistic talent in there for sure.
Yeah. Like same with Leo, where Leo's insecure about like, are they going to like me? Aquarius is more like, are they going to like it? Are they going to like what I'm, put out there? I think about it all the time with all the like. Okay, who was it? It was Kurt Cobain, the Nirvana guy. Okay, yeah. Everybody's like, he is such a Pisces. He was so sweet and warm and full of love. And I'm like, hey, did you see his chart? He was not.
Did you hear his music?
I know. Yeah, thank you. I mean, he does have some Pisces like placements in there. Like his Venus and his Saturn are conjunct right in the beginnings of Pisces. His sun is in Aquarius. I mean, there's all this like burning emotion that's in there.
Yeah,
it is. There's a lot of intensity, and there's a lot of this want and need to be a part of something, but being pulled apart at the same time. Like I saw his chart, and I was like, yeah, I think he probably did kill himself. Not that I'm not. I suspect if it wasn't
chart,
if it wasn't that he was going to self-destruct eventually anyway.
I have to grab it. We should look at it. That is very interesting. I'd be curious what's going on with his Uranus, because those are his relationships. I'd also suspect he'd have a strong Aries. Sometimes people in Aries get a lot of jealousy, and people try to sabotage them, and Yeah.
I know a little bit about that. I was thinking about, you said that in one of the last shows we had, and you were like, well, Nikki, that's your Mars and your Mercury and Aries. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, yeah, just show up. And everyone's like fucking mad about it.
Yeah, there's jealousy, and that's real. That's real.
Yeah, but then when they need to send somebody in to do some shit and get it done, who do they talk to?
Well, yeah, that's obvious, but they'll still hate you for it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know. I remember one chick was like, oh, I can't get rid of this like tinge of like green in her hair. I think she was just freaking out about it. And I'm like, you need to use some pastel pink. It's that easy. And it'll be gone.
Should it turn it brown?
Yeah. Yeah. No, it'll just negate the green.
Oh, okay.
Pink and because violet has a little bit of science. It's literally like just put the molecules together. And people don't like when you tell them what to do or how to do it. Or
that's true. Yeah. Trish says, same, my period is around the full moon. I cannot people or function, pay basic needs. Yes, to all of that. Trish also says, if Dr. Danny was here, she would be like, oh, we talking about uteruses and moon cycles. Let's get it. I love her for that. Yes.
Yes. Let's get it.
Yeah. World of Bliss says, I had my first listing as a real estate agent go live around the conjunctions. Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
Awesome.
That is so cool. That is cool. What do you have in Taurus by chance?
Yeah,
just
you'll have to
let us know. I'm wondering if you have anything in Taurus.
Trayton says, that's exactly it in all caps. I'm not sure what we're referring to, though, at this point. I've had to put up boundaries, especially with the opposition happening from the 1st to 7th house. And I do resonate with the empathic pull to my relationships, but I also definitely real.
Oh, no, no.
That's the
sorry.
That was the
you were talking about you were talking about Aquarius and
the 8th and stuff in Uranus. Yeah,
you nailed it.
Trish says, dude, my Jupiter is in Cancer, which is in my 8th house. Okay, hold on. 8th house Jupiter. Trish, people are probably terrified of you, and you may not know because you may be a super nice person, but you're just putting out the power vibes. Now, if you come up against another power player, that could cause a little bit of friction. It just depends on who's like the most powerful in the room, right? But I would say that's a really like, God help anybody who gets in your way.
I know. I was thinking that too. I mean, God help you. I have Jupiter in Scorpio, so.
That's a good travel. That's a good travel placement too. That's a good placement. Okay, hold on. Now, I'm not going to say it's a good relationship placement. All right, because relationships need readdressed in the modern era. We don't function like we did 100 years ago. So, like, it's hard to say that. But what I will say is there's a lot of sexual energy in there and a lot of opportunity for very passionate romantic experiences. That's where I will leave that.
Yes, I like that.
World of Bliss says, my natal Saturn, 8th house Taurus. So definitely Saturn and Taurus. There you go. 8th house.
Yeah, okay. Saturn and Taurus. Dude, Saturn and Taurus, like, are you about like healing and nature and cool stuff like that? Like getting deep down into it and like living it. I'm just curious.
Where about in Taurus? Are we looking in the horns? Are we looking just on the Aries side? Are we in the middle? Are we with all Aaron? There's a lot going on.
Are we with the Pleiades?
Yeah, I'd need to know more. I would definitely need to know more. But Saturn in the 8th house, that's boss energy for sure. So I dig it. I think that's good. Drayton says, realize that, people did like to take my energy. It was bad. Yes. Yes. Trish said, oh my God, agree. I see the 7th house as death. We talked about that one. Drayton says, yes, the Uranus part resonates as well. Mermaids Wear a Hat says, Mercury is square to my Uranus too, 10th house. Which one's in the 10th house though? Is it Mercury or Uranus? I'd have to look. Squares, you guys, I don't know if you'd listen to me talk ever. I'm sure I've talked about this at some point. I don't really get on board with like the negative and positive aspects and stuff, but I do. There is a very noticeable correlation between squares and challenges. But again, some people do well with challenges and they're great. Like all the challenges, my philosophy is the challenges are there to help you. It's just some people aren't into challenge and other people run headfirst into them and they love it.
Yeah.
So
it's about dissecting the challenges that you have too in your chart and realizing what it is. Like, 'cause I have my moon is square my Venus. And I always felt like, and you look at the houses too, like my moon is near the 6th, 7th, right in the cusp. And then my Venus is in the 10th house. And I was bitching about this too the other day. I don't know, it was a while ago, but I was telling Abby, I was like, I feel like I have to work so hard for love. Holy shit. Like you have to just like perform and do so much to please people. Like I can't.
I got an answer for you, Nikki.
Dude, I know. When I realized I was like doing that and seeing that, I was like, how do I fix this?
Did I hear you correctly though? Your moon is, you think I'd know at this point.
It's like right in between Capricorn and Aquarius. I mean,
but your moon is square Venus.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the challenges. it's actually not about, so I look at the moon as your bliss. It's everything that you need to have like the best life ever. The problem, the challenge here is the Venus, but the Venus is the self-love, the self-worth, the self-nurturing, the self-healing. It's focus on the self. So yes, you can definitely see where other people are siphoning and they're not allowing you to get in there and do that. So like, it's harder for you then to have to, like, you have to draw your lines in the sand and be like, no, I'm taking care of me now. So as long as you're letting other people steal that from you, like, you can't have the wholeness, you can't have the bliss and the joy and the love and the just all the wonderful, awesome things that the universe is trying desperately to shower you with, right?
Really? I know. I just got done. Yeah, they gas chambered me. I'm kind of mad about that. Where's the love, you guys?
But that's it. That's it. It's gotta start with you first. It's all in the heart chakra. It's all in the self-love and nurturing. Problem solved. Anybody else need I can answer all of life's questions.
That's real. That's real.
Let me see here.
That is true. I can dig it.
Trayton says yes to your. Oh, I said that one. Okay. Hold on. I lost my spot. Stand by. Hold on.
Oh, I see it. Trayton said, Nikki, I just found out that when we have 7th house transits, we're supposed to be trying to find balance and find our footing in business or relationship matters. But Valentine's is rough. Yeah.
If you guys want a good Valentine's Day, you need to do like, what is it? The Roman wolf festival, right? Like, you got to eat a bloody wolf heart or something. I think that's the way to go.
That's
you guys
really cool.
Start sacrificing to your house deities and your patron gods. All right. I don't know. Like, your life just gets better. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Oh no, she got kicked off. It's true. She's right. It really does. You really do have to do that. I actually have a few house deities that I pay homage to, that protect me and protect my home. But yeah, the balance, Valentine's Day, business relationships. Yeah. Oh God. So Valentine's Day for me has always sucked. It was never good. And I've never found balance in any of my relationships either, Trayton. So I actually, she's still here. Stand by. She got really kicked off. It's never usually just me up here. So I'm used to having my buddy. Where is she at? So let's see. 7th house. Okay. Yeah. Anything 7th house for me has always really been very, very challenging. And I guess it wasn't until I figured out that I like using the constellations as houses that Aquarius was actually my 7th house. I always kind of just used the 30-degree signs, and then I had Capricorn on there. So Aquarius, I think, is a lot better than having Capricorn in the 7th house. I don't know. Maybe not. All right. Oh, yeah. By the time I have all that Capricorn stuff now in my 7th, especially getting my root canal done, then school, I was fighting for my life mentally up until now. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Oh, she lost internet for... I wonder what's going on over there in Russia. Well, I'm sorry about your root canal. I've been dealing with health issues myself. That sucks. Oh, thanks guys. Like, sorry to hear about my dad. Yeah, he's really cool. He is super duper cool. He was actually the one who taught me how to be responsible and how to keep a job and how to work. But we actually worked together for a few years when I first started getting out there and I started to build my family, because I was kind of like one of those badass kids, and you couldn't I couldn't hold on a job. I couldn't do anything. I was really like out there, but he got me a job. He got me working, and he got me on the right track the best he could. He's a wild one himself, though. I always thought he was an Aquarius. He said he was an Aquarius. And it wasn't until recently, Yeah. Well,
As
that's all right. I was talking about Dave because they were a couple had mentioned, like, sorry about your stepdad, but so I was telling them though, like, I thought for years he was an Aquarius, and he acted like one too. Like, this guy's nuts, and like funny nuts, okay? But he has Uranus conjunct his moon, I think, in Gemini, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I think that's it. I think that's what gives him the Aquarian vibe for sure. Because I was always tricked, but he's definitely a Capricorn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to tell you guys a story while you were gone. Because he's just out there. He's just so out there. You never knew what he was going to do. You never knew like what was going to happen next. And one time he picked me up and I was all stoned, smoking a cigarette, and I wasn't paying attention to anything going on. And all of a sudden I hear the window roll down, and he sticks his whole body halfway out the window. And I look over and he's like, "Oh, you fucking bitch." And he starts screaming at this lady. And I'm like, oh, and I'm holding my cigarette. I'm like choking, and I look over and she's halfway out her window too, screaming. So he has this ability to literally piss people off so bad. Like I noticed that about him. And
those are good charts to look at. People with extreme personality traits. Those are good ones for testing stuff out.
I'm gonna look even more. I can't really say too much about it. I was looking at it last night, but it was through tears. So I was like,
oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It'll be okay. Everything will be okay. We've actually he's a badass. He's been dying since like 2014. So for like every year since then, we're like, this could be the last year.
I know some people like that for sure. It's been like I thought you were dying of pancreatic cancer like in 2005. What's going like?
Yeah,
but every year it's like, well, it's now I'm dying of this, but like, weren't you dying? Not that I want you to, but it's
but like
dying of things for a long time.
Well, it does something to your heart because you're like, oh my god, every year you're like, what the fuck? Like, is this the year? And yeah. This is the year. Oh, he also has Saturn and Neptune conjunct in his chart. And they're coming. Oh, shoot.
Do you know what house?
I think it's in. Oh, I actually have it up. I would say first house.
Now, Saturn, Neptune, that's a slow conjunction, as we all know. But in the first house, so I'm assuming just beneath the horizon.
Yeah. No, it's a first house just above the horizon, and then he has Mars conjunct his ascendant.
so he's an asshole. Is that what we take away from that? So a Saturn Mars conjunction can be like very
I'm telling you,
very, very direct communication, but then you put the Mars on there, and now like you can definitely take it to a darker place.
He's fucking hilarious, you guys. He's so funny. And I think it's the Gemini moon. I think Gemini placements make people funny. Yeah.
Mermaids Wear Hats says, I have a batshit sense of humor.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Trish says January is always my shitty month. I wonder if you guys have seasonal affective, whatever that's called. What's up with I see my camera fuzzing out. That's what happened just a second ago. I had camera issues.
It's not being fuzzy at all.
Oh, okay. It looked like it was. Oh, wait, I did. I plugged it into the wrong. Did I plug it in the wrong one? I did. Stand by.
Okay. All right. Where did we lose at? Stop off here. Okay. Lately, I'm having anxiety about death and worrying about making sure my son will be taken care of, that I have provisions and legal matters in order, God forbid, should something happen to me. Trish, I wonder what's going on in your 8th house or 2nd house even. What is your rising sign? You got to tell me. Probably by the time I get down all the way down here, it'll be gone. But yeah, I've actually been... Trish, I've actually been doing the same thing. I've been kind of worried about my finances and worried about what's going to happen after I die. I'm like not into it, but I got to figure this shit out because I got kids and I want to make sure they're taken care of. You said he's 21, but he's but I'm really all he's got. Yeah, I know. I got a little life insurance policy. I just found it. I didn't even know I had it. My bank was like, hey, guess what? We have a death and dismemberment thing for you. And I signed it and everything. It's free for having a checking account with them.
So you just got to get dismembered and then you can cash in.
Yeah. So if I die a horrible death, they get $5,000 for my.
Well, don't tell what's his name.
No.
Don't tell him.
Yeah. Which one? Which one do I not tell? Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. I should be okay though. I don't plan on taking off anytime soon. So it seems like if I'm going to survive being gas chambered, I should probably stick around for a while. That's not even the first time. It's not even the first time I've almost died, you guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a couple times. A couple good times. Like seriously. And I was, yeah. All right. Anyway. Sorry. So we were looking at
World of Bliss says a heart surgeon I followed recommends cayenne, honey, lemon for all heart ailments.
Okay. Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds delicious. Trish says, like, I want to priorities getting all my account information, passwords, putting in a safe place, etc.
I'm like writing shit down too. I have like a password book. I just switched a whole bunch of computers and like I switched everything too soon. I lost everything. So I'm like writing it all down.
That's weird that you guys say that stuff. I've been just those thoughts popping up in my head over the last couple of, I don't know, it's been like a month maybe, but like, I'm like, why am I thinking of that? Because I'm for sure sticking around for a while, you know. But I wonder too, how much of that is like collective unconscious? Like, are we?
Yeah, the Saturn stuff. Yeah, because Saturn wants to make sure all the ducks are in a row. Building shit out. I want to make sure.
Fill out your paperwork. Trish says, World of Bliss, I've been drinking homemade teas with all of that for weeks. Laughed at, that's all karmic stuff. I mean, yeah, that's why I'm single now. Thank you, Lal.
Isn't it nice though? You don't have anybody telling you what to do. Like oh God, you know what? I got PTSD from my last relationship, and being single has been like the best thing ever. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I wish I could get mine to move back out of the house.
I don't have anybody bothering me, telling me what I'm not doing right. Oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, making just life a living fucking hell. I don't have that. Oh my God. I get to watch what I want on TV. I've actually never had a man come into my life and make it any easier. Ever.
Me
Yeah.
neither.
I know.
I hear about them. I read about them like on the internet.
It's they're a mythical creature. They're out there somewhere, but yeah.
What would that be like? What would that be like to have like a man that
I've been that man.
Pays a bill,
it would be nice to
clean something
instead of having to be one. Yeah. Or clean something. Yeah.
No offense, Trish, any men out there. I know you guys are out there. I just haven't had one.
I'm sure they're real. I'll read about them more, as the myths that they are.
My ex-wife used to cook for me. She was she was amazing. She went to culinary school. She was like every day it was like some other friggin' French cuisine. I'm like, I don't need to eat all this food. She's like, no, but I love cooking. Like, wow, that's amazing.
That's awesome.
I don't know, I guess find a woman. That's the best I can. I mean, that comes with its own issue too, you guys don't know. I'm going to throw this out there for you. And I know I've mentioned this before, but women, lesbians, or, obviously women in bisexual relationships or something along those lines, their periods don't sync up together. Which is how you know that God loves lesbians, because otherwise we would all kill each other. So because you will, you can't be around. When I was in basic training, we have 60 females. And by week, so at the time I went through basic training, it was 6 weeks, but by week 5, which is the week that we go out to the field and we're in the dirt and climate, that's the week that we all had our period on the same week, and it was a nightmare. So, but that's what happens in that situation. So, not if you're in a lesbian relationship.
I don't know.
So.
I worked with women for far too long, and I never ever want to do that again.
Did you work with straight women, Nikki?
Yeah. Well, some of them were straight, some of them weren't, but they were.
No offense to any straight women out there.
Challenging. It
but
was
just
so fucking challenging.
My experience is straight women and not so straight women, whatever that looks like, are a completely different situation. Like that's totally different.
You're absolutely right, because a lot of my clients weren't straight women at all. So
did you get along with them okay?
Oh, all the time. Yeah. I get invited to their bars. I get invited out. Like they treat me
a lot more laid back.
Yeah, yes. A lot more fun. A lot more like
it seems like straight women are always like in competition with you, which is like not like it's usually straight women who are like, who are you texting? Who are you talking to? Like I don't know. Like bisexual women, lesbians, like I don't know. It just doesn't seem like get that worked up. But I don't know.
I guess it depends on the person. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the people I had to deal with were just brand fucking new to earth. Okay. Like it was their first goddamn life or something. Like, cause I'm like, wow, you landed here and this is how you're going to act. Oh, I think I used to be violent in a past life because so many times I just thought, I probably killed you in a past life, and this is why I have to fucking sit here and deal with you and listen to this shit right now. Like,
get your karmic revenge.
Yeah, I really feel like it's real.
Yeah, it's all of you were Jack the Ripper, and it's all of your victims returning to haunt
you. Could be. Could be. Maybe my kids were right. Maybe I was Hitler.
It's possible. You don't look like Hitler. A lot of times, karmic, you can see the facial structure. You can see legitimately. Yes. You can. Not everybody, but a lot of people, you will see similarities in their actual facial features and stuff. Like there's the Institute, where that's all they do is they study past life, what's the word? Cases. Yes. Like they have thousands of them and they legit study them. Now most of them, they can't really do a whole lot with, but when they do find them, like, yeah, there's physical features, there's different types of scars, there's all kinds of stuff.
Really?
So
I don't like cocaine anyway. So I've never been a big fan of speed, I guess.
Oh yeah.
And I don't like working too hard. So
no comment. I'm not. Yeah. No comment on my side.
He liked it, I guess. I mean, yeah. Never mind. My kids they were just being mean. We're funny.
World of Bliss says, "Oh yes, and my moon opposes from Leo in the 10th." From Leo, yes. Well. That is that's a fun. Leo's a fun. I end up being around a lot of Leos, for whatever reason, and I like it. I think that they're good. I generally, I don't know. Some people have problems with them, but I think they're great. So, my mother has Mars, Mercury conjunct in Aries in the 7th. That Mars Mercury is intense, though. That's definitely intense.
She's not afraid to be the one in charge of relationships here. Do you think she's telling you, like, is she like telling you what to do all the time? Is she a screamer? I would think a Mars Mercury in Aries maybe imagine some things that aren't there, maybe a little on the paranoid side. It's hard to say. I'd have to see the whole chart, but I would definitely think that they are more observant than they let on. And in the 7th house, that could potentially cause some conflicts with the people around them. There could be some unnecessary drama. World of Bliss says, I've got Saturn in the 8th house in Taurus. Yeah, we went. I think we did that one. Trish says, "How Trish, people may be terrified of you. I'm screaming right now." Yes. Trish says, "I'm going to Mexico. Congratulations. World of Bliss says, "All my Jupiter is in Scorpio, 2nd house." Where's mine? Mine's in the 1st house. Return to the ascendant. Jupiter. Okay, what did you say? Jupiter in Scorpio. Okay, stand by. I got to do some mental math here. I need to know where in Scorpio. Are you right on the cusp? Are you on Antares?
Are you closer to the tail? I need to know. So, and I say I need to know. I mean, you don't have to tell me, but I'm just curious. Trish says, hold on, wait, I lost my spot. Hold on. Good travel placement. Yeah, I said that. What's that one? Hold on, I'm so lost in the chat, you guys. Give me 1 second. I don't know what happened to Nikki. She might have ran to the bathroom. She drank a lot of coffee, she says. Okay, I see something about hating the government. Hold on. Yes, second that. Boundaries, yeah. Oh, that was before. Sorry, guys. Okay. Trish says, speaking of Russia, did Abby get buried in snow? I saw crazy videos of the blizzard they had. I know Russia is enormous. I don't know if she was in the area. No, that was like 2 United States away from where I live. It's funny. So we have 11 time zones, and anything happens in Russia, my family's always like, hey, did this, like, are you okay? Did this happen to you? I'm like, no, it's nowhere near us whatsoever. Not even close. We do have a lot of snow. It's been pretty cold. It's been like 30, 40 below, but, other than that, I mean, it's just normal winter over here, but that stuff did look crazy. Adnan Maruf 4737 says Sun and Aries in the 7th house.
Nice.
Yeah. I like Aries. I think it's a very creative energy.
Everybody I've talked to who's had Aries placements, they think about sex all the time. It's like it is very sexual. Background music in their head. Like when I'm bored, it's like my comfort daydream.
My moon is smack in the middle of Aries, and you would never know it. You would never know it by talking to me or looking at me or having a conversation with me. But I think I think about sex 90% of the time. Not even in like, oh, like I need that. It's more like it's just there. It's all the time. So I'm living proof of what you just said, Nikki. That's exactly how
it's real.
Yeah.
It's so real, guys.
Yes. Trish said, Nikki, my ex had road rage like that. It was terrifying. Trish also says, I'm a Scorpio rising and nothing in my 2nd house, but my 2nd house is split into Sagittarius, Capricorn. Scorpio rising. So is it actually rising? Or is Scorpio, like, is your ascendant beneath the horizon and Scorpio's and like mostly occupying the 1st house? Or can you see Scorpio above the horizon at the time you were born? Because those are definitely different things. World of Bless says, single, each of us is a single being. You are all simply free and unattached. That's a nice sentiment.
That's real.
Yeah, I do like it. It seems like a lot of people want to be leech on and just like, but yeah, you're right.
It's normal for somebody to want to have somebody in their life to witness their life with them. You know, I would have loved to have been in a relationship where it was very, mutual, where it was actually mutual. So yeah, I don't think it's wrong to want to be in a relationship, or the whole like, oh, you're one whole person yourself. You're all like, yeah, we know that. I know that. I love me. I'm all about me. I take really good care of me. But I think the relationship stuff, it's pretty normal for a human being to want to be, with another human being. I don't know. Yeah, I do. Some people just fare better alone, and some people don't. So I don't know. I've spent the last year single, and it's been the best. It's been awesome.
Oh, it's so great. It's so great.
I don't know if I would ever want to go back to like. I'm more of a commitment person. I got to be really careful about what I do and what I like, who I get involved with, because I just don't want to get sucked into another 20-year long life lesson. Oh God, that was horrible. Like my I would never want that for anybody. It was like slavery, you guys. I don't even know how to describe it. It sucked. I hated it.
Yeah. Trauma. Yeah. 25 years of trauma.
Yeah. So you're right. I am. Everybody should definitely have some time alone for sure. For sure.
Yeah, it's good. It's definitely good to know yourself and understand yourself. Like if you're there's I don't know. It's different times of life, I think, is different too. Like I already feel like real. Okay, I did the wife thing for a ton of years. I don't know now. I don't keep track of that. I did it 3 times in 3 very different scenarios, and I have like I feel like I've successfully passed on my genetic code. I feel like I just don't feel like I have any, like, I have to do that anymore. There's other ways that I can contribute to humanity, and they don't involve ironing somebody else's panties or drawers or whatever.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. It's not what I came here to do. It's not.
Well, I just don't want to get trapped. Yeah, I was trapped. I got entrapped.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes.
No.
Trish said I'm ugly laughing right now about the whole topic, working with straight women as opposed to lesbians. It is a very different situation.
It is, though. You guys, it is. It really is. There's a huge difference.
World of Bliss says, I've been with an awesome guy the last 12-ish years. We don't live together, though.
That's
why you guys have been together for 12 years. It's great. It's great. What a wonderful way to do it. Heck yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Hi, Baba's Blessing Box. Mermaids Wear Hat says, I get along better with men, but relationships with them suck. Totally changes the dynamic to possession and control. Yeah. I hang, most of my friends throughout life were either like lesbians or guys. So, but again, I don't know. No offense, you guys. I have nothing but love for every single human being on the planet, even the ones that probably need to be pushed in front of a bus. But, it is different, like hanging out with straight women. I don't know. I just don't get them. I don't understand. Like, I just am not, my brain's not wired that way. So I don't know. I don't know.
I identify as a gay man, I guess.
Oh my God, me too, Nikki.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, a bisexual man, but yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. They had to think about what I identify as, because we're all identifying as something different, like I had to think about it. And I'm like, that's probably why it didn't work out for so long.
Right.
I might be a bit challenging, but I don't know. One day we'll have to do a synastry chart. So the marriages don't last 20-something years if you don't get along with the person. So it was like a 25-year-long relationship. So it wasn't all terrible. It wasn't all bad, but I'm going to chalk it up as lesson learned. Move on. Oh my God.
Trayton says, World of Bliss, I'm trying to find awesome guys around. I keep an eye out at the gym. I just kind of keep an eye out, because at this point, somebody who doesn't lift, I wouldn't even bother with.
I'm not looking I'm not looking anymore. I
just keep an eye out, like would I not? Good. And it's mostly so far I would not, but it's always, I guess, good to keep an eye out. World of Bliss says, my Jupiter 6 Scorphiacus second house. I would not have known what that was until just the other day, until we talked to Dr. Danny. I was like, oh, okay. I would have thought it was a typo. Second house.
I like that, because I combine those two too. They're like right on top of each other.
They are. They for sure are. Is that Neptune 1, Venus? Meh. Is that Mercury?
Venus, okay, Mercury,
4, 5, opposite. Okay, that's like that.
Is that a trine?
I was reading PHP or some other code, and now I don't know now. It's too many. I can't. Too many. My brain doesn't do the numbers. Trayton says, I'll see you later. Have fun at class.
We'll see you later.
Yes, Trish says it sucks because I'm a die-hard hopeless romantic. I love being in love, and I hate being celibate, but I need to be alone to build my boundaries and self-worth. Yeah, people, we all need that at some point. Yeah, for sure.
I think most of us feel that way too. I was like, the only way to get over this relationship is to have another one right away. And so I was like, but no, don't do that. Don't do that. No. I saw what was going on out there. The best thing for you to do is just stay alone. I think that is the best thing right now. Because people are nuts. They're crazy.
Some people get lucky. Sounds like Lori. I've been married 31 years.
Oh,
Crazy looking face.
yeah.
Some people can do it, you know, like, and they meet the right person and it's their person and it just works out great and you find a partner. But again, that's like, it seems like that's the magical unicorn pot of, at the end of the rainbow, pot of gold. And I just don't know what that looks like. I don't know. I don't know. It sounds cool though.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought I had it. I thought I had it. I thought I had it all. And it was all a lie. It was all a living lie. So my ex-husband was living a completely different life that I had no idea about. Completely separate life. It's like super fucked up when you find out like your entire life was like a lie and you were just playing a play and it was like a business transaction and not actually what you thought it was. Kind of blows your mind a little bit.
Yeah.
Makes you not trust anybody anymore, ever. So, yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know about that shit. I think to each his own. But I don't know. I'm enjoying spending time with my cat. He's so cool and he's so cute. Where is he? Oh, he took off. He's
been talking in there.
He has been talking though. Like he's my BFF and he's my man. He's my man. Yeah.
Do you think he'll be less abusive now that there's no carbon monoxide issue?
Yeah, he actually, I think he might have been telling me something was wrong the entire time. Yeah. Hopefully he's less abusive. I know he's definitely doesn't like it when people come into the apartment. And I got to let somebody in today to bleed the registers. I saw that on my text. I'm like, bleed what? You need to come into my apartment to bleed? Like, what the fuck? But I don't know. It's old. It's old stuff. I don't know what it means. So I was like, sweet, you're gonna have to come after the show.
Hey, Nikki.
Yeah.
What do we got going on up until the full moon?
Oh my God. Yes, we have to look at that. When I came back, I've been drinking tons of coffee, guys. I had to take a little break. I was like, let's take a look at Capricorn because that's where everything's living right now.
Yeah.
Dude, everything is living in Capricorn. And if you look at mundane astrology, all of the focus is literally on, you know, what we're doing here, structures, you know, definitely like how we're living, our routines, like it's all coming up, government stuff. All right. I'm going to try to avoid that rant that I'm holding back on so hard. But yeah, Capricorn though can bring up a lot of different fears. It can bring up a lot of different things around the future, your life path, what your commitments are. When we look at where the full moon is going to be, we see it like happening in that Cancer Leo cusp, which can go, you know, a few different ways, you know. And when I see that Cancer Leo cusp leading up to, you know, the full moon, you know, I see that in normal circumstances. I'm like, oh, it's like love songs. I think of love songs. I think of, you know, the Cancer Leo areas being not so much like selfishness, like, you know, you just think of Leo, like sometimes that's the shadow part of it that you see, but I don't know. It hit me yesterday. I was like, it was kind of, yeah. I was listening to love songs. Okay, I watched that movie, Romancing the Stone, and I've been into like 80s music ever since. And if they don't have a mullet, I don't want to listen to them. It's really what it's been. I was gonna post a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm like, no, stop. You don't need to post music videos. Nobody's gonna watch them. But yeah. But this new moon started with Pluto. So it has that Plutonian theme to it where we're finding out, hey, what was falling apart before definitely isn't going to work. How all the things we wanted to make work definitely have to be confronted now. You know, we have to take a look at these things. If you were being shown a while ago that, you know, your routine, your work, your relationship, it wasn't working, you're definitely going to see this month, like, hey, you're going to have to start doing something. Okay. Like you're going to be forced to make some choices, I think. it was kind of a difficult new moon. We had Saturn and Neptune making aspect to it too. So, I mean, that planted the seed for this full moon. So by the time it reaches by the time it reaches Leo Cancer, I mean, this could be explosive on the world stage. I mean, we got a lot of emotion packed in there. There's a lot of emotion that Pluto can purge out of these personal planets. And I've felt it. I've totally felt it. I did not like, I was like, hey, is this month like 3 months long or something? I just feel like this cycle is just never ending. And the weeks just keep going on and on and on. And I think that has to do with like the Saturn.
You're
Neptune
right.
contact.
It's only been like a week.
This month has felt like 3. Okay. Literally. I flipped out on my ex and he's like, what's your problem? I just did that thing you told me to do. And I was like, oh, sorry. I just kind of felt like this month was like 3 months long.
That's so weird you say that, Nikki. Literally, so I knew it was the quarter moon because we had clear skies and I walked down and it's like right there. But like the day before that, I'm like, oh, we got to already do the full moon episode is coming up in 2 days. I'm like, that doesn't seem right. I'm like, yeah, it seems like it's been a while though. It wasn't. It was.
I had
only
everything off. Even the workshop we did with Danny, I was thinking it was the following week, even though I knew it was that week. I mean, I was just
too.
Totally
Me
off.
too.
I can't even blame the gassing. I just can't even blame that.
I can't blame that one either.
And I've gotten a lot of other people who've come in and they're like, God, time just feels like it doesn't exist. And like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Yeah. And I'm like, well, it's Saturn, Neptune. And I try to talk to them about it and figure out where their stuff is in their chart, the time we have together. Actually, but yeah. I mean, this one started out, I thought, really intense. It was definitely going to sow the seeds for change this month, whether you like it or not, whether you make the changes or not. The changes will happen for you. Had a bunch of different people talking to me about relationship stuff and really hard things that they're going through. Either a lot of them are just losing their partner. I've got a friend right now who's really, really loves his partner. And they've been through a lot together, and it's not working out. And it's really sad, and I don't want to tell somebody like, hey, I think it might be time for you to let it go. Right. Because that I've been there before too. So you don't want to tell somebody who loves another person that, hey, maybe this isn't the best thing for you. I don't know. It's really hard to tell somebody that because I've had people tell me that too. And I'm like, no, love will save everything. Yeah. Sometimes that's not real. Let's face the facts. Sometimes we can love something, we can love somebody, we can love it with all of our heart, but it's just not good for us in the end. So
some people are sociopaths, psychopaths, narcissists, like people are damaged. And
it's a lot of manipulation, and there's a lot of that going on right now. And I think people they like Trish, I feel the same way, like I want to be loved. I want to feel love. I want to, do all of those things. And I'm just like in the phase now where, you kind of have to let the universe do its thing. You kind of have to just let go and go with the flow. And I figured that out months ago. Like, just let it go and go with the flow. You can still bitch at them though. They'll listen. they'll look at you and they'll cross their arms and be like, okay, like I ain't taking care of you. And then they'll list off all the things they've done to take care of you. And you'll be like, okay, you're right. Sorry for flipping out. Sorry, that's just me. Sorry. But your
guides will listen.
Your guides will listen. I'm big on that. Like I really am. I'm really big on that. Like you are. And if you're not into guides, then your angels, your ancestors, your grandma, somebody is always around you. You can talk to them. Like this is a really spiritual time. We've got Saturn and Neptune come together, and they only come together about every 36 years. And during that
36,000 years.
Yes.
You will not see it in your lifetime. It's every
You'll never see another conjunction again as long as you live. That's real. But it does. It tests all of the things that you believed that you thought were true. It tests those things. And so Saturn says, hey, this is what we've constructed out of all of this. What do you believe? Where do you want to go? What do you want out of life? And if Saturn's like the planet of karma and correction, well, then like Saturn's kind of in charge here. You kind of just got to listen to it and go with the flow. I mean, it's going to be hard for a lot of different people. Like, it's not easy making difficult choices, especially around money. Talk about money. And that's what pissed me off this morning. All I had to do was like check on my money. And I'm like, that guy owes me money. I got on my bus and I'm like, I'm going to get my money. You better give me my money. It was like, all I kept thinking was, where's the money, Lebowski? I kept hearing that going off in my head as I was mad. But yeah, this leading up to the full moon, I think we're definitely going to feel more emotion, more tension. It can, express itself more outward. It could definitely, you're definitely going to see it play out on the world stage. We got a lot of really crazy, weird, fucking shit happening in the United States, you guys. It's just so much. There's like, it's absolutely ridiculous. I just can't. Like, they're making shit up and they put it on the news and people see through that, the stories, the narratives.
Not the people who watch the news don't seem to see it. It seems like the people that don't watch the news are the ones who are like, yeah, that sounds like nonsense.
Yeah.
The ones who like, they wake up and they turn on the news. I don't know that those people, but that's a definitely like an older demographic and, people who grew up trusting the news, it's not, but I think
trusting what they were told.
Don't.
Yeah. That's generational, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's generational. I've gotten into a fight with my dad about it a bunch of times. I almost dropped him off on the side of the road and was like, yeah, I'll call your president and have him come pick you up. Yeah. Because we get into these heated arguments and, I'm not afraid of this man. Everybody else is always afraid of him. He's like 9 feet tall, big burly looking dude. He's scary when he screams. I'm like, I'm scary. Yeah, you watch out for me. Like, we would have these arguments and they just get so heated. Like, I'm just gonna pull this car off to the side and kick your ass out. But he was like, no, let's just not talk about it. Let's just not talk about politics. And yeah, that's probably what's best. Don't talk about politics.
That is probably good.
But a lot of people I notice, they really want to escape from reality. They really want to get the hell off the planet. They want to, get out of whatever this is. And I think that's also a part of this cycle. It's so intense. People don't want to face the things that they actually have to face because those things are emotional. They're hard. They're difficult. But if you don't, clear it off, it's just going to be, on your plate the next cycle. It's just going to be something else that you bury that you're going to have to deal with again and again, over and over. So I think this, the beginning of this cycle, Pluto purged out a lot of different things with, our thoughts, how we think about things, how we value things, the stuff we love, what type of, magnetism are we putting out there? What do we want to attract? It puts a whole bunch of different things into perspective because that Plutonian energy is just, to me, super duper intense. We're going to have a few cycles like this through spring. it's not going to really get a whole lot easier until around maybe this summer, and then it lights up again when Mars and Uranus meet up in Taurus, I think near the Pleiades too. So I'm not a doom and gloom person, guys, but it's just a lot of intensity. It's just a lot of intensity. This quarter moon had a lot of people. Some of us, I was actually okay this quarter moon up until like today, until I had some time to get caught up and get mad. But I saw a lot of it. I have a regular client who comes in, and she's so sweet. She's so nice, but she was really handing it to her man. She was like, "You better shut the fuck up." I heard her say that to him. She was like, "I'm going to make you walk." And I was like, oh, it's like, shut up. And then she was like, ah, like laughing, like, but I saw it. Like, this quarter moon really got a lot of different people. Yeah, it got you too. Got you a little bit.
Yeah.
It never gets you too. It just, it was laughing because I was actually okay. And I was like, Jesus, this is how it always is. You're always polar opposites.
Andre was like, I forget what happened. It was right before I got on that call with that guy yesterday.
Yeah.
That we were on the meeting with. That
yeah.
I don't know if
he's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, he's really cool. But I like, it's hard to explain, you guys. I don't know how much of it is culture. I think a large part of it is my husband's mom literally irons the washcloths. And whenever she comes here, she takes all of the towels, all of the sheets, everything, and just irons all day. She worked in the Soviet Union. She worked a full-time job. And she came home and took care of her family and made every meal from scratch. This is like Soviet times. They don't have microwave pizzas and stuff. So I think he just expects me. Now, we've been together. This will be year 12 together, like on and off, whatever. Like he gets in this mindset where like I'm supposed to do everything for him. And I have to blame, okay, I will take the quarter moon and hormones. I will use that combination. I know it's going to be rough this time. I know it is, because I got till Sunday, and that's when all hell's going to break loose right before the full moon. But yeah. He walks in the other room. He's like walking through here, and he's telling Alice, my daughter, keep in mind, there are only 2 dirty dishes in the kitchen right now. Everything else is spotless. The kitchen is spotless, but there's 2 pans, and he wanted one of them. And he walks in the other room, and he's like, he tells Alice, well, I can't make you anything because Mama didn't wash the dishes. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? And I'm like getting ready to jump on this call. And I went in there. I'm like, your hands work. Like how many, you have 2 hands. Oh, of course I have to do it. You son of a bitch. I swear to God. Okay. Like, I know I'm reliving this right now. Okay. Like you guys are here. Like, this is what's going on. So I'm like, that's it. I'm never washing one of your dishes for as long as I live. I will not do it. And I'm not joking. Okay. Now I've said this before to him, and I've accidentally just forgotten and started doing the dish. I'm like, oh, I got to like wash this dish or whatever. But this time's different, you guys. The full, thank you. Quarter moon, because I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
And he did something like this before. Oh, but you know what he did before I tell you that? He brought his dishes out to the sink, because I washed all of the dishes. There was nothing in there. Puts his dishes in the sink. He's like, oh, yes, you will. And I'm like, oh, you motherfucker. Like, you are digging. Like, you have no idea of the beast that you have just awakened. You think, like, you don't know. So he's got,
You're reminding me of this time I actually took all the dishes and threw them in the garbage.
I almost did. And I might
like,
still.
Fuck these dishes.
I still haven't decided what I'm going to do. We will play it by ear. We will see what happens. Okay.
Yeah.
When my mom came to visit, when I think Alice was 4, she's about 9. So was that like 5 years ago? Okay. So in Russia, they take a pitcher and they have like a pitcher of drinking water, because they do not drink from the tap under any circumstances. They either buy water or they boil it first from a filter. If there's no filter, they will buy all of their water. They will still boil bottled water. I don't understand it, but okay. So anyways, they keep like a pitcher of pre-boiled water on the counter. Andre is the only person in the house who drinks from it. Okay. Nobody else drinks from it. He drinks straight from it. We're not doing that. Okay. That's gross. So my mom was here, and for whatever reason, like whenever I have a guest over, he gets real jealous and acts real sketchy. He was a big ball of sunshine at this stage in life, so it was really weird for him to get mad about anything. Well, he comes in the kitchen and the water's not in the pitcher. He's like, why didn't you fill this up? I don't have any water. I'm like, dude, I don't drink it. Like, it's not my job to make, you need to fill this up. I'm like, I will never, for as long as I live, fill your fucking jar of water for I swear to God, I will run into a burning building before I ever fill your fucking bottle of water again or whatever. And I have not once. I see that thing every day and I think about that moment too.
Yeah.
But he doesn't understand. He thinks that because he is the typical Leo, you guys. No offense. I know there's a lot of Leos out there. But I just want you to know, he's a very stereotypical Leo. He has never apologized ever. And he won't. And you know what? That's fine. But he doesn't have to live here. He doesn't pay rent. He just causes problems. You know what I mean? Now, I do think it's very important. The reason why he lives here, you guys, is because I think it's very important that Alice has her dad. Because, I just think that's important. But I stick it out for that reason, but man, he sure tests my friggin' patience. And I think he tests Alice too. It's like having a big brother there. He's always just annoying the shit out of her. He's like, she's like, Papa home? Like, no, not yet. Oh, good. But as soon as he comes home, yeah, he's like having a big annoying brother. Mermaids Wear Hat says, I was married to a Russian man too. They tend to be pretty chauvinistic. His friends were like that also. Yeah, I think it's a cultural thing. Abby, why aren't you ironing the napkins for your husband? Exactly. Exactly.
Sorry.
Yes. So, well, we should probably wrap it up on that note.
Daddy, I love
it's right about that. It's about that time.
Yeah, it is. It is. Okay. Perfect.
Yes.
Oh.
So, we will be back next week, same time, same place. We will be back with the full moon special. Hope you guys survive. Let's hang in there another week. Okay, let's all do it.
We can do it. We can do it. Everything has just been
it.
super intense. It's okay to have reactions. It's okay to cry it out.
It's nice to have a support group where you can have somebody to, vent to sometimes.
Yeah, it really is. It's helped me so much. It really has. Thank you for being that person.
Yeah.
You're usually the a voice of reason too.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, I'm glad I can be that person.
Yeah, I need that. I need the voice of reason sometimes.
Yes. Guys, like, share, subscribe, sign up for the events. We'll be back next week. We'll see you then.
Yeah. See you later.